told you to do mistakes.
What can you do?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It must be Pasta Sundays. We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from Dreamy Jives Studios inside Casa ThunderStrikers, located in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. And now, on with the show.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Jeremy Davis, my all-star producer. I am your host, Joe D'Angelo, Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, live here in Casa ThunderStrikers. How's everybody doing out there tonight? And this is my co-host, Devon Stofford. What's up there, Mr. Stofford?
Nothing.
Quite a day, huh?
Yeah.
Couple of tests, a couple of videos, couple of walks on the boardwalk. What else did we do today?
Go to lunch.
Yeah, and that was some pretty good pizza too.
It was.
Shout out to Mamma Mia's. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, let me go.
That was pretty good, Mamma Mia's, huh?
It was.
Yeah. My producer was on my case about, you drove all the way to Hudson? What are you, nuts? Well, you know what? I love my pizza.
Yeah.
And it was a test to see if they could satisfy my Italian craving for pizza. So this was very important to me. So yes,
it was worth it.
It was very, very good. So Ronnie Pisco, thank you very much, sir, for making the recommendation of such a fine Italian establishment.
Yeah.
You were satisfied?
Yeah, very satisfied.
Scale of 1 to 10, what do you give that pizza?
10.
Whoa. Now, I didn't even give it a 10. Holy cow. I gave it a 9. Because I have a local place here in Palm Harbor that I'm very biased and partial to. And I gave Tino's a 10.
There's 10 on my list, too.
Okay. All right. So we're pretty much even on there.
Yeah.
So this is our new environment. How do you like it so far? What do you think? We got a picture of Vinny Laverriere, my favorite player. Vinny, VL4. We have the Go Bolts, which is outstanding. A little bit of lighting here, a little extra, I guess you can say, gives it a little bit of ambiance, a little bit.
Yeah. With
the lights and stuff like that. So I feel comfortable. You feel comfortable? I mean, this is our place. This is where we live. But this is an extra room. This place is 1,200 square foot. So, of course, we have some extra room that we're not using. So we created the Dreamy Jives Studio here in paradise of Palm Harbor, Florida, where it's 80 degrees. I'm sorry, my northerly friends. I know that I'm not trying to rub it in or anything. But I'm sorry. Not sorry. This is why I came to Florida. Not because I'm an old bastard, but because I'm a young bastard. And I enjoy the sun, although it gets a little hot. I have my AC on because, I sweat a lot. I don't like heat.
Yep.
I don't like heat. It's okay if I'm walking outside. I'm sweating a little bit. That's okay. But when I come home, I want it to be nice and cool. I could be comfortable, sleep well, and everything. So,
yeah.
What? Okay, we'll do the upcoming events here first before we go into the swing of things. My prediction came true about the Lightning, but we'll get to that in a minute. Coming up this Thursday, ThunderStriker night. Thursday night. I can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing.
It is.
So if you guys bought the tickets and everything, Thursday night's going to be the night. You guys can watch the Bolts beat Dallas Stars. I hope Ben Bishop's in goal.
Yeah, I hope so.
That would be nice if Ben Bishop's in goal. I want to defeat him. I love Ben. I miss Ben. But you know what? We have the best goalie in the business right now.
Yeah, we do.
Andre Vasilevsky, the best goalie in the
NHL.
Yes. So I'm still mad at the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
It's corrupt.
Yeah.
But we can just totally eliminate that from conversation right now. Marcia has got her rings, and the New England Patriots got the Super Bowl, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But moving on. So, Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers night, Thursday night, 7:30 against the Dallas Stars. all our members meet outside in front of the arena on that white big-ass chair that they have out there. So we all meet out there, and then we go into the arena. We're going to have our own section, our whole row. We're going to get to set off the Tesla coils. And I was asked this week, how do you set off the Tesla coils? Well, you know what? I've never done it. So the only thing I know about it is the fact that our rep has made a recommendation to do it, and I'm very looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
You know, setting off the Tesla coils and getting all the autographs and doing what we do. So Thursday night's going to be a big night. Also, coming up, March 23rd is going to be the second annual bowl-a-thon from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. The admission is $25. If you guys have not seen the raffle items that we're raffling off that night,
they're beautiful.
I mean, come on, folks. A signed Braden Point jersey?
That right there should make you want to.
That right there. That's amazing. May I add that the proceeds go to the Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers Toy Drive 2019, which we are promoting heavily this year with all these different events. So you definitely want to do it. If you can't make the bowling, you can make for the raffles. You can go ahead and submit through PayPal. You can pay as much as you can for the raffle tickets and be involved in the raffle drawing. So we'll have more information as the time gets closer. This is March 23rd, obviously, so we got some time. But we just figured we'd let everybody know that it's coming up, and you guys check it out on our link, our ThunderStriker pages and everything. My page, Jennifer's page, Devon's page, everybody's page. We're promoting it. So there you go. So there are our two big events that we have. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
Thursday night's going to be a very, very interesting night.
It will be.
So, as everybody knows, this has been a great season for the Bolts. And what do you think tonight?
I think we're going to win. We have a hard time over there, but I think we're going to pull it off no matter how tough it gets.
Well, I think Pittsburgh was really, really tough on us.
They were.
Yeah, we were at the game last night, as everybody knows. We made a few videos there at the arena. It was nice to be back at home, and we had a great time, and we were victorious, as I predicted. And I predicted that the Lightning were going to score some goals, and they did. Yeah. We got 5 goals, folks, and that's what the Tampa Bay Lightning are. They're the highest scoring team in the NHL, and they showed it last night, finally. The offense woke up, and we defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins. And all the Penguin fans are saying is, we can't wait to the playoffs to knock you guys out. Well, first of all, Pittsburgh, you need to make the playoffs first before you flap your gums about how you're going to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay, don't set me off. Don't set me off. It is too early. I mean, I have to still eat my pasta at 6 o'clock. This really grinds my gears when those fans start talking their snap.
Yeah, like they were last night.
Yeah. I mean, the jabronis on the side of me. You got jabronis on the top. You got jabronis on the bottom. You got jabronis all over the fucking place. But you know what? We won. We won. Yeah, we're not at the WZIG studio right now, folks. So I can say whatever the hell I want to say. And these people from Pittsburgh talk, flap their gums. No. Nope. They just smack down on that candy ass. Because we won 5-4.
Yep.
What'd you think of the game?
It was a hard-fought battle. I think they played really well. Couldn't ask for scored goals, most importantly. We did what we set out to do. Well,
there's even talk of benching Nikita Kucherov. I had somebody message me and say that there's talk of Nikita Kucherov, sit him down. That's not what you do, folks. No. That's not what you do. You do not sit down your best player.
No.
I mean, really, what kind of sense does that make?
It does.
Let him get out of his slump.
Yeah.
Isn't Braden Point their best player?
Well, Braden Point is their most goals scored. Yes. Braden Point is quite the player.
Most points. I think Kucherov is only because I was looking at your stat sheet. I snuck a peek at your Bible earlier today, and according to the Sports Bible, Kucherov is only in lead because of all the assists that he has.
Yes. Well, he has the most points with 82. So Kucherov is still leading the NHL.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do not sit down a guy like Kucherov.
No.
He's gonna respond. He's gonna
come back.
It doesn't make any sense. How do you bench Nikita Kucherov?
You can't.
Ask anybody, they'll say Nikita Kucherov is our best player.
He is.
Braden Point's a great player. Braden Point is up and coming. Braden Point is awesome. But Nikita Kucherov, he's in a league all by himself.
Yeah.
That's why they signed him as much as they did. I mean,
he's definitely our best player right now.
Yeah.
Just
because he's in a slump. I mean,
they all have slumps.
I could see what our producer's getting at.
Yeah.
Braden Point is leading the team in a lot of categories.
Yeah.
However, in a class of Nikita Kucherov right now,
nobody compares.
Not yet. Even the great Steven Stamkos, our captain, he's been doing amazing.
He has.
He's having a great year and everything, but Nikita Kucherov
is in a league of his own.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. Let's talk about the game, folks. Let's talk about the game because I got distracted. I got a message saying, "Oh, you got to sit Kucherov." Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. No. Let him play. Let him play out of it. Please don't talk any stupid funk.
Was it a Penguins fan that said we need to sit Kucherov? Who told you that?
No.
You don't want to mention their names? Let's
call
call him Bob.
I don't want to mention names because it was from what I understand, it was a Lightning group. But it was not. It was not our Lightning group.
Aha! They don't have all of the facts, figures, and statistics, and the inside scoop.
No,
like your host.
No,
founder.
There he goes again.
All
right, so on with what you do best, brother.
Okay, so Jeremy spared everybody the long list of George
names.
Carlin has like 100 sins. Okay, so like I said, we were at last night's game, and the Penguin fans. There were a lot of Penguin fans, more Lightning fans, but there was quite a few Penguin fans there, and I have to admit they were loud and obnoxious and. That's what you'd figure from coming from a Pittsburgh team, a Philadelphia team. We all know how I feel about number one, Boston teams.
Yep.
Any team from New England, any team from Boston, not on my list, not on my good list. Number two, any team from Philadelphia is pretty much the same thing. Same thing.
I agree.
Same thing. Okay, so at 13:36, the Penguins scored the first goal of this. First goal of the season. The first goal of the game. I'm so revved up from stupidity. My fellow Lightning fans, please. I mean, some of these Lightning fans are just not educated.
Yeah,
really. I mean, they need to watch this show.
Yeah,
in order to get some education here. Really, and
they don't know what they're talking about.
This is the Bible. This is everything in the NHL. So keep that in mind for all those illiterate people that think they know it all about Tampa Bay Lightning, or let's increase that to the NHL, the whole sport. I cover everything, not just the Lightning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do I sit down and talk about this all show? No, never. I cover the Lightning. Yes, I'm one of their beat writers. I correspondence. I do what I do. I have a lot of friends in the business, just like me, that cover this team. But when you get a stupid fan that says something stupid like that, it just grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Maybe not your gears.
It grinds my gears.
Does it? How does it grind your gears? I'm just curious.
It grinds my gears.
Okay. We won't get into specifics. I want to hit the chat room here in a few, just to see how many people are out there and who's on. So my illustrious producer, can we give an update before we go into the Pittsburgh game last night?
Absolutely. We want to give a nice Shout out to all of our fine friends, family, and fanatics that have been joining us tonight. In no particular order.
Okay.
Robert Guess, John McNamee, Christopher Stratton, of course, your good buddy Ron Pisco, who's been roasting my chestnuts about this whole pizza thing.
Yes.
By the way, Ron, if you're still watching, I will still order from Hungry Howie's because you can get $10 pizza at midnight, and Gino's up there closes at 10. Oh, I think they close at 9 on Mondays through Thursdays. They're open until 10 on Fridays, and they're closed on Sundays.
So basically what you're saying is if you're a stoner and it's past 12 o'clock and you have nothing else to eat,
you got $10.
The stoners have to go out and get their pizza pie after 12 o'clock like little gremlins in the night.
Well, that's not exactly what I said, but I will not disagree with that. You're pretty close, but that's not what I said.
But am I not a broadcast journalist? Do I not tell it like it is? Why hold back? Anybody that's ordering a freaking pizza after 12 o'clock at night, chances are they just got done puffing a few, doing the 420 thing, or whatever else they're doing above that, and they're getting hungry.
Or they work the late shift. Did you forget about that?
Well,
I got you, didn't I? Anywho, Fran Straight was watching with us. Donald Schofield, Andrew Miller, Heath Kunzig, the fine chef and owner of Our Place Restaurant, Greg Smeeder was watching with us. Greg Smeeder, of course, our fine friend, colleague, Jennifer Barkowski, and I think somebody else was watching here too. Hang on, just make sure I get everybody.
Okay. Go ahead and make sure we get everybody.
And Zach McPherson. Jennifer Barkowski says she's going to go bowling.
Yes, it is. She's due Sunday nights.
All right. May your strikes be plentiful, Jennifer Barkowski. And thank you for everybody for joining us. And now.
That's awesome. Didn't he do a good job?
Yeah, he did.
He's under a lot of pressure because this is a brand new atmosphere, new studio, Dreamy Jives Studio. He runs Dreamy Jives Studio, so he has an awful lot of pressure.
Yeah,
not only from me, but for himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can handle it, buddy. All right, so give them the news that everybody's here to hear, or here to find out about.
Are you okay? You're slurring on your speech.
You must not be.
Okay, so I left off at 13:36. The Penguins scored the first goal. We came back at 15:02. Yanni Gourde with his 14th goal of the season, with the assist from Point and Hedman, and it's 1-1. At 15:59, Cernak with his second goal of the year, assisted by Seti and Colburn, and it's 2-1 Bolts. I like Cernak.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, he just wasn't putting up with nobody. Crap last night.
Nobody.
He was putting up with no crap, folks. A pretty amazing job.
He did.
Definitely winning me over with all the points and everything. The man is just a talented person, and he's too good to leave on the bench. He's too good.
He's way too good.
You notice that they're playing him every game?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-1. We're going into the second period now. At 7:42, Cirelli scores his 10th shorthanded goal, assisted by Killer and McDonough, and it's 3-1 Bolts. And I felt pretty good there.
Yeah, I did too.
I felt like, the scoring was coming back. The Lightning were playing a good, hard, grinding, tough game. And, of course, Pittsburgh offers that. And, of course, Marcia decided that she was going to get involved with a little fisticuffs with Tyler Johnson. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Mr. Crosby decided that he was going to try to act like a tough guy by pushing our player.
He didn't stand for it.
Tyler Johnson, you should have hit him.
Yeah. I wish he would have.
Yeah, but he fell down because he was pushed.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this is 8:31. Pittsburgh scores, makes it 3-2. We're getting a little bit worried here. The Pittsburgh fans are just like, jumping up and down, yay, really loud and everything. It's 3-2. Did you feel like we were kind of losing our momentum there?
I felt like we kind of lost our momentum, lost our stride there for a little while. I think we just lost it all there for a little bit.
Well, Pittsburgh at 15:04 tied the game at 3, unfortunately, and we were deadlocked at 3-3 going into the third period, and I felt like the Bolts needed a little bit of kick somebody needed to kick their ass a little bit and get them in gear. So I think they might have had an interesting pep talk there during the quarter.
I would say so.
During the end of the second period. Okay, the third period, we came out at 4:54. Tyler Johnson decided, hey, Sidney Crosby, bleeping. I cannot repeat what he said. Actually, I could because I could say what the hell I want to say, but I'll leave that to Tyler Johnson because he got the best of Sidney Crosby right there.
Yeah,
his 19th of the year, assisted by Plott and Stamkos. It's 4-3 bolts. JT Miller with the game winner at 14:03.
Yeah!
His 9th, assisted by Killer and Cirelli. It's 5-3. Game, unfortunately, was not over. Pittsburgh was able to get another goal at 15:22 to make it 5-4. But the Lightning held on for the win. And you know what, Pittsburgh? Your fans say that you're going to knock us out.
I don't think so.
You're going to knock us out in the playoffs? Well, first of all, you need to get into the playoffs, first of all, before you talk your smack. Second of all, we won the series 3-2.
Yeah.
We're up in the series.
Yeah. Plain and simple.
Yeah, no, actually, no, it was 2 out of 3, excuse me. I was getting carried away here. So it's 2 out of 3. We won the series against Pittsburgh. They're really a good team. They got some veterans on that team you can't underestimate. I feel like Ron Pisco underestimates Pittsburgh sometimes when he talks about how easy they are to beat. They're not an easy team to beat because you've got veterans on that team. So you can't really say that they're an easy team to go against when you got Cynthia Crosby doing his thing there and you got some of their better players.
Definitely.
So very good coach for that team. The team is not a bad team.
No.
I think we're better. I think we proved it in 2 out of 3 wins against them this year. And I feel like if we face them, we will beat them in the playoffs, regardless of the goalie.
Yeah.
So, folks, you got 28 games left. The Florida Panthers tonight. What do you think about them?
I think we're going to beat up, win. It may not be the prettiest game, but it don't matter. I think we're going to win by, let's say, 2 goals.
Really? Well, we still don't know who's in goal tonight. There's been no confirmation about who's starting. You would think Vasi, but it is a possibility that Louis Domingue gets in there. Yeah. So we really don't know for sure. I haven't been told. So
I haven't seen nothing.
It really doesn't matter. It's a win-win regardless of who's in goal tonight. I predicted another Lightning victory tonight. And we will go out there and do what we do best.
Yep.
And hopefully we will get a lot of goals again, just like we did last night.
Yeah.
So with that, the update is our record is 40-11-4, the best in the NHL. We have 84 points, best in the NHL. The Florida Panthers are 23-22, 1 game over 500 with 8 overtime losses. And they are really not that good.
No.
Let me point out that the 40 wins now, 6 seasons in a row, we've averaged 40 wins. And it is our 10th time in the 26 years we've been in franchise history. Pretty impressive.
It's really impressive.
Yeah. So, where do you think we go from here after we beat Florida tonight? What do you think happens?
Like I said before, I think we go to the Stanley Cup. Bring it, and we bring it home.
Wow. It's a little early to say with 28 games left. But it was my prediction from day one, even before the season started, even before we started having our little training camps.
It was. I've actually found the video clip of that where you prognosticated the Lightning will bring the Stanley Cup back to Florida. I don't think it's too early for you to predict it, Devin.
No, I don't think so.
I find that it's definitely. I've said it from day one. I said it before the players even got onto the ice for the very first time. I said it. Long before that.
It's easy to predict that your team is going to win at the beginning of the
Is it?
season. Hang
Is
on,
it
let me finish.
really?
Let me finish. What's not easy was to predict that they would have such a dominating lead over every other team in the league. Like, it's almost embarrassing, isn't it? How good they are.
It's crazy to think not even the most sophisticated and most intelligent, most educated sportsman mind in the world can predict that.
Yeah.
Really, let's be realistic. Can we really predict that the Lightning were going to win all these games? They've won 40 games, and we have 28 left to go. We can clinch this thing early. I mean, Toronto, really, I don't think is going to be a big factor.
No, I don't think so.
They might be a factor because, as we know, any team on any given day can win.
Correct.
But the Lightning have such a dominating regular season lead that it's – I mean, I don't want to jinx it. Everybody keeps telling me I'm going to jinx it. But we could predict that now the Lightning are going to win. They're clearly going to the playoffs. If they don't go to the playoffs, it's a travesty.
No, it's not going to happen. We got 28 games left.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic.
Now, let me ask you this. This is a great question.
Okay.
You are a season ticket holder, are you not?
I am.
Do your season tickets also include postseason games?
They do.
How many of those tickets do you got there, buddy?
Quite a few.
Oh.
It's a whole different process. You pay. What happens is as they go on, you'll be billed based upon how many games.
So let's just play a hypothetical game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hypothetically say that the Tampa Bay Lightning team in all of hockey goes to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay.
And game 1 is played in beautiful Amalie Arena here in Tampa.
Correct.
You're going to have to pay extra for your seats?
Not pay extra. You'll get billed based on how far they go in the series. That's how it goes.
So
You're billed at the end of the term, no matter how far they go. You are billed based on that, how far they go into the playoffs.
Do you have to pay more if they go? Do you have to pay more?
I hope not. I'm paying enough as it is.
Let me ask you a more important question. If they go to the Stanley Cup Finals, are you going to take me with you?
Wow. This is interesting. And I'm probably going to be held on this too. My producer wants to know. He has not been to a game yet, but he wants to know if they get into the Stanley Cup, if he can go. Well, I get my ticket automatically because I'm a season ticket holder, and I approved for the Lightning to bill me for however many games that there are, and it's all written down in black and white in the contract. I can get the tickets. I can make it happen. So, yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
I got you on video now, buddy.
Yes.
You don't have to take me to every game.
So when they get into the cup,
when they go to the Stanley Cup Finals,
you will
take me to one of the games.
I will try every bit of my
time. No, I don't want to hear try. I want to hear yes.
As long as my rep gets me the tickets, yes. How about that?
All right. I'll accept that.
Yeah. So my rep will get the tickets for me. So
Joey Jalupy,
my outstanding ref.
Well, we are right about at the halfway mark.
Yeah. Wow. Isn't that something?
Do you want to keep going here or?
Yes, I have the upcoming schedule here, which is very important. Our road to the cup.
Deliver it. Let me just give a quick shout out to Susan K. Herring, who just joined us.
Yes.
This is Casa ThunderStrikers.
Yes.
Dreamy Jives Studios.
Yes, he's you see how he's practicing as we go? It's a process for our producer.
It's a process.
It's a learning process for our producer.
We're getting better at this, aren't we?
I've been good since I started last year.
I didn't ask about you. I said we are getting better at this, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's great to have a producer. Last year, I really didn't. So this year, it's a better thing for all of us. As the Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers Incorporated does.
Yep.
This is what we do. Last year we had our shows. This year we have new and improved shows. And every year after, it's just going to keep on getting better and better. Okay, so let's do the road to the Stanley Cup before I was brought up on
the tickets.
If the Tampa Bay Lightning go to the Stanley Cup, will you take your producer to a game? That's all I want to know.
That's a good impression.
That's all I want to know.
I like that.
There are no guarantees in life, Mr. Davis.
Death and taxes.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And statistics.
Yeah, well,
Statistics don't lie.
yeah, well, I'm sure.
So hit them.
That's it. Okay, so the road to the Stanley Cup. We have the Panthers tonight, obviously at 6 o'clock. On Tuesday night, we have a very tough game as we face the Calgary Flames at 7:30. Thursday night, we have Tampa Bay ThunderStriker night at the arena against the Dallas Stars at 7:30.
Okay!
Saturday, February 16th at 7 o'clock, we have the Montreal Canadiens. And from what I understand, the Habs are doing much better now in the standings.
Well,
Is it possible that all of a sudden they found their machismo?
yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to the challenge of Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
Mr.
too.
Price, I respect their goalie.
I have an interesting question. I've always wondered this, and
Okay.
as a broadcast journalist and sports guru that you are, why are the Canadians called the Habs?
It's a nickname.
But why?
He's asking me why they nicknamed them the Habs. I don't know why.
Montreal, there's no H in Canadians. The habit. I always think the habaneros for some reason, but that's like the wrong side of the country.
Well, I'll tell you what. That needs to be researched then, because that is a nickname.
You don't know?
That is a nickname that they were given. I'm telling you, that's what I know, is that it's a nickname given to them.
Maybe it's like when you call somebody named Richard when you call them Dick.
I'm not going there with that.
No.
Dick.
Oh, geez.
The name.
Oh, jeez.
The name.
Here we go.
It's true, though.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
It is true. I mean, that is their nickname, Dick.
Yeah.
Richard is really Dick. So, yeah, that's true. Okay, so how the hell did that come up in conversation?
I don't know.
You brought up the Habs.
Well, that's the nickname. That's what they call them, the Habs.
Hey, you want to know my nickname?
What's your nickname?
Hang on, I gotta turn up my microphone for this. My nickname is El Gringo Loco.
Gringo.
Yeah. If you go down to the Tampa docks around 9 to 10:30 p.m. every second Wednesday of each month, ask for El Gringo Loco.
Oh boy.
Oh, here
And
we
it ain't
go.
no freaking mixed drink either.
No.
It's some dude walking around with sunglasses on at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
getting in rumbles with people in the bar saying, "Take those sunglasses off, man. You're in a bar." I minded my own business. I said, "Oh boy, I'm staying out."
Yeah. So the.
He was mad. He was like, Why is that jabroni over there standing there with the sunglasses? That bothers me that somebody's wearing sunglasses at 11 o'clock at night in a bar, in a sports bar.
bar/restaurant.
Okay, continuing on. February 18th, Monday night, 7:30, Blue Jackets. That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it will be.
And the Flyers, Tuesday, February 19th at 7 o'clock. I would like Simmons, please.
Yeah.
I really, really want Simmons from Philadelphia. Whether or not we can get that done, though, I don't know.
I don't know.
I certainly feel like we have the players to give them. I just don't know what the asking price is for Simmons, but we really need some toughness.
We do.
We really do. A lot of the big goons around on these other teams are really picking on our small guys.
Yeah, they are.
So we really need somebody, and I'm sure most of you people that are real intelligent Lightning fans that watch the Lightning all year long, not only during the season, but in the off season, they monitor what's going on with the team.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm there for every moment of what happens, and I really feel some people have brought that up to me that they need to add a size guy that somebody that's not going to put up with no crap. Cernak has certainly done a great job of messing with a couple of people last night. Last night he looked like a man on a mission last night.
Yeah.
Nobody questions his ability right now, and that's why they won't send him down. He's just too good of a player.
He is.
And I think that's what's most impressive about him.
Yeah.
So that's the upcoming couple of games. We don't want to give the whole schedule away right now, but that's like 5 or 6 games in the future. You got to love this. I absolutely love this. You got to see this. On this side, we have the 2004 team. I got a whole bunch of autographs from the 2004 team. And then on this side, I got the 2018 signature team. This is pretty priceless when you consider some of the names on these. The last time we won the Cup in 2004, very impressive. I love this. I love showing it off because it really does have a lot of meaning to me as a lifetime Bolt fan since I moved here. Big names on this, so definitely I had to show that off.
Definitely.
I love it. Impressive, man. We have to get that framed.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be framed. And I got to get Vinny to sign that new picture that I have there of Vinny in the corner there. I'm not so sure if everybody could see it, but that's a priceless item. That's a priceless item too, because I've been a Bolts fan since the 90s, and I grew up a Vinny fan. I wasn't so much a Marty fan. I was more of a Vinny fan. I loved Vinny, and I loved Brad Richards. These guys were elite players.
Yeah.
And now, of course, you have an elite player. Well, you have several. I mean, Steven Stamkos is an elite player.
Yeah.
Cooch is definitely
an
elite player, and he deserves all the money that he's getting. And just because he's in a slump, don't go make an idiot, unrealistic judgments on the guy. Oh, let's put him on the bench, sit him down like you're going to punish him. This is our best player.
And don't bench the guy. He needs to play.
Yes, agreed. We all agree. All agree.
Wow, we all agree?
Yes.
Holy sheep and shinolis.
There you go. Holy cannolis. I wish I had some cannolis. Yeah. Cannolis are good. They're fattening, though, so I'm not so sure that that's too good of an idea. Too many cannolis lead to big bellies, aside from beer and other fattening stuff.
Well, along those lines, I gotta say, I read this up. Is Robert Guest has been chiming down here in the comment section about Callahan. In his career, Simmons averages 1.38 minutes of PIM per game. I assume you know what PIM
is. Penalty minutes.
That is double what Killhorn averages, and Callahan has never had a year at that number. So we want him on the penalty kill, I presume. He's terrible. Yakety.
Simmons is exactly the presence that the Lightning need. They need a brutal guy, a big guy, somebody that's not going to put up with no crap. I think that's what they need. And Simmons fits that.
He does.
To a T. He would be an asset if we can get him. Yes, there's some negative things, but it's more positive when you have a big body, a big presence, somebody that's not going to take no crap. And I think he would fit in right into the Cooper system right now.
Yeah, Kevin also says he'll take Hayes Kevin. You know who Hayes Kevin is from the Rags? Or Furland?
We have had some discussions with the New York Rangers. I will say that. There have been some discussions. But Zuccarello has been the subject of the trade talk there. But Hayes, names brought up. There's been a few Rangers, and you know our history with the New York Rangers.
The Rags.
We take away all their good players. That's what we do. Yep. That's why we are the New York Rangers of the South.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Just a new and improved, because 1994 was so long ago, and the Rangers suck. So a lot of their players don't want to be on that team playing for them anyway. So they come to Tampa, where we have winning hockey. Under John Cooper, we are winners.
Yep.
We're going to get this cup this year.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that. Are there any more interreactions or questions for me?
Nothing really. I did get an answer about why they call them the Habs.
Okay, why?
Hang on, let me scroll back up here so I can find it.
I would like to know.
I would too.
Because that is their nickname. As far as I've been told, and watching the Habs for all the years that I have, They've always been nicknamed the Habs.
Apparently, it's because of the H that's on their jersey, and French people. What are you going to do? Apparently, les habitants is the common misconception that they're called les habitants or the inhabitants. I presume that's what it means. I don't speak French. I speak American. But yeah, it's because of the H that's on their jersey.
Wow.
Which supposedly stands for hockey. Thank you, Maureen Malloy and Robert Guest, for educating us about this.
Holy cow.
Very confusing.
First of all, Maureen is a Ranger fan.
Oh.
So our condolences.
Yeah.
We're sorry. Since 1994, you have not won a cup. It must suck. But hey, just to make you feel better, we haven't won since 2004. But we have the best team in hockey right now, and we have the best chance to win the cup right now to end the drought. But 1994 was a long time ago. And of course, long before my history, long before I was a Bolts fan, I was an Islander fan. And we won those 4 cups in a row. That's never going to be touched. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. I was a season ticket holder for the Islanders. I went to all those games in the 80s. They were incredible.
Maureen says, boo!
Well, you know why she's saying that? You know why she's saying that?
Because
she's a frustrated fan. I would be frustrated if my team hasn't won since 1994. Number one. Number two, it would totally suck for me if I was a Ranger fan with those stupid commercials on. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember some of the Ooh La La Sassoon jeans that people used to wear growing up. They did this.
Sassoon, like
the jeans. Was it jeans? Stylish jeans.
Vidal Sassoon is hairstyling.
Okay, then you wouldn't know. They came out with these really tight fitting jeans, and they'd have their players like Ron Duguay and all these players like that dancing around in their tight jeans and everything. And I wouldn't be proud of that. If I was a hockey fan and my teammates. My players were going around shaking their ass in tight-ass jeans that go up their crotch.
Maureen says she absolutely loved those. Well, she didn't say absolutely. She just said, quote, I love those commercials. So.
Okay, well, you can love those commercials.
I guess there's no category taste, right?
None of us do. It didn't get them to win anything. They're a team that has done nothing. And they've been around forever, and they got that championship in 1940 before we were all born. And then they got their championship in 1994. That's nothing really to be proud of. I'd be embarrassed by that.
I would be.
And I'd also be embarrassed by the Islanders every year beating the Rangers' ass. That would be frustrating to me, too, if I was a Ranger fan. Yeah. So, you add up all the negatives about the Rangers, and they just overwhelm the positives about the Rangers. Yeah, so they do. I mean, it's really must really be tough to be a Ranger fan. It really must be tough.
It must be
to take those bitch slaps.
Yeah, there you go.
From the Crosstown Islanders. When I was a season ticket holder for the Islanders and I was going to the games, we were just kicking their butt every year, kicking their butt. So it must be tough. Again, our condolences, my friend. I'm sorry that you have such bad hockey taste.
Well, don't insult the audience. That's my job.
Well, I know a little something about a little something.
Ooh.
You know a thing or two about a thing or two over
there? Yeah. It's called a sports Bible. It's called stats. It's called facts. I got them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a broadcast journalist. That's what I do. I report this each and every Tuesday night, and now Sunday afternoon.
Is it afternoon or evening?
Let me be. This is where we have a debate between me and my producer. I eat my dinner usually at 5:00, so I've given up my 5:00 hour to come into your house so you can get educated on the Bible.
Well, let's talk about this. Is 5 p.m. the evening or the afternoon? We were talking about this earlier.
It is the evening. It is the evening.
I personally
eat my dinner after 5, which is considered the evening.
I personally believe that the evening starts at 6 p.m. Type down in the comments what you think. Is 5 p.m. the afternoon or the evening?
Well, just remember, most people eat their lunch between 12 and 1, right? And then they get off work around 5, sometimes 4, like me. I get off at 4. That's why I eat between 5 and 6 every day. I don't eat later than 6 p.m. And then, of course, you have what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
The people that have to eat after 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. I mean, I can't do it.
No.
I gotta get up early in the morning. I have a long hour a day, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week schedule. So I can't do that. That's something that I can't do. Most Americans do eat between 5 and 6 o'clock. Those are stats. Those are facts. Between 5 and 6. That is the time. And that is considered the evening.
All right. Actually, Robert Guess agrees with you. 5 p.m. is dinner time.
Correct.
Maureen Malloy agrees evening. What do I know, though, right?
Apparently, because even the audience is smart enough to know that after 5 o'clock, it is the evening hours. But then again, Jeremy's on a totally different schedule than any of you guys.
Yeah, I'm on Rockstar schedule.
Rockstar schedule consists of eating after 12 o'clock midnight. It's a must that you eat somewhere between 12 and 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
While most of us do our 40 plus hours a week, I do 60. We mostly do 40 hours a week, and we eat at 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6, and then we go to bed by 10 o'clock at night.
I'm going to turn on because a lot of this is just testing. So this is me talking without my microphone on. This is me talking with my microphone on because I want to listen to this later. I noticed you slept in a little late this morning, didn't you?
Well, I tried, but Cooch woke me up several times.
Yeah, good segue. Do you want to bring the cats out? Because we got about 10 minutes left.
Okay.
You want to bring out the cats?
I'll have my assistant here go get the
Want to go get them, Devon?
Yeah.
Because I know you love showing your famous cats.
I do.
That will give us some time to talk about this cat calendar idea.
Yeah. So, folks, this is something that we are going to do with our cats. Jeremy has 2. I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to make a cat calendar.
Yep.
And it is going to be amazing.
I have a photographer already lined up that's willing to come over. Here comes the diva.
Okay, cat number 1 is 11-year-old Ashes.
Yep.
She is 11 years old. She is adorable. She is the diva. She loves being on TV, although this is a radio show. Okay, so she loves being broadcasted.
I don't know if she loves it, but
I think she does.
I think
she sucks it up.
Yeah.
She's
a beautiful kid.
She's responding. She responds to this.
You think she'll stay calm in your arms, Joe?
Oh yeah.
So Devin, pass her off to Daddy.
Because she's going to be more comfortable with Daddy.
Yeah.
And now you go get Cooch.
What kind of question is that? So I hold on to the diva, and now we're going to.
I love the diva because she's so talkative. My cats aren't coming out here, just so you know. They're just not.
Really?
No. I would like to bring them out here, but they wouldn't have it. They're too sophisticated.
Too sophisticated. Well, that's you brainwashing.
Eventually, we'll get to them.
This
there we go.
is my baby boy.
Now we're talking.
He is 1 year old. He is Siamese. He's got the Frank Sinatra eyes. He's going to be a world beater when it comes to that calendar because people love Siamese cats. They love those eyes.
Cooch.
Cooch is named after Nikita Kucherov. Duh. Now, look at this. Cooch is just sucking this up, right, baby? You are sucking it up. You love the camera just like Daddy. You love being the focus of attention just like Daddy. And he has a temper just like Daddy. He has an attitude just like Daddy. Pretty much, he's Daddy in an animal form.
He's entertaining those lights.
Yeah. He loves it. Really, look at that. He's just like amazed by it. And no, my cat has not been smoking marijuana.
Yeah, let him go if he wants to go.
He wants to go.
Don't force him to do what he wants. Oh, I guess he just wanted. There he goes.
Yeah. So he had his moments of fame, and he will be even more famous once the cat calendar is produced. I can't wait because I love my cats, and I think that they deserve, just like Daddy, to be in front of a camera. So
I've got a photographer lined up and a couple different plans in place to actually make this cat calendar a absolute reality. What do you want to call it? Thunder Kitties? Because Thunder Cats was already taken.
Sure.
So maybe we call them the Thunder Kitties.
Well, we'll take it under advisement and seek a name. But right now, I just want to be able to make this happen, make this calendar happen.
Closer to happening than you think
I
it's
still
gonna be.
feel like Cooch and Tiger Lily are going to end up boyfriend and girlfriend.
I feel that way too. Yeah.
Because Cooch loves girl cats.
Yeah.
Being a boy. So I appreciate the fact that you wanted my cats out. I know that they suck up.
Absolutely, they're beautiful.
They love the spotlight.
Let's give a huge shout out to Maureen Malloy, who says that Diva is an absolute cutie. Also, Terry Benefield just joined us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we've got about 5 or 6 minutes left here.
Wow.
An hour goes by quick.
Well, I had originally forecasted a half an hour show, so this way I could start cooking and getting my macaroni on and everything, getting my pasta ready. But this is what happens, man. When I get into the zone, I mean, this is all the hype, all the stuff that leads up. As an old fart that I am, I love sports, and I've been watching and covering sports my whole entire life. So I just love this. I love this. I love to report the show, the stats, the facts, and everything.
And I love producing your show, my friend.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, final thoughts about any Lightning news?
Final thoughts?
Let me guess what you're going to say. Let's support the team. Make sure you always support your team, no matter whether they're winning or losing. And let's go Bolts.
Pretty much.
Wow. Why did you take his spotlight? Now he doesn't know what to say.
Now you have to do something different.
Oh, he's putting him on the spot.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, talk about your experience yesterday with getting the new Lightning gear and being there in probably one of the best spots that you could possibly be in section 102, the Clorox section. My employer, it spoils you when you sit in such great seats.
It does.
Perfect. It's perfect.
It definitely is perfect. That was amazing.
Those are over $100 and something seats each. They're very expensive, and I think Devon really enjoyed the experience of sitting up front.
I did.
I love my STM seat in 318 because you get the whole entire hockey ring. You could see everything. You're on top of the world. There's nobody in front of you. None of those Pittsburgh Penguin morons in front of you. It is just perfect. But those 102 seats were free, so they were for me.
Yeah, they were better.
So your experience, as you can tell them what your experience was last night.
It was just amazing for the second game. My second game, it was just amazing being up that close. I really enjoyed myself and loved the up front. Got to see everything.
Tell us about hanging out with the cheerleaders.
Oh, that was awesome too.
We got a picture for you guys later about that because I really do think that was a great picture.
I do too.
You had a huge smile on your face.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah.
Gee whiz. Maybe I'm just used to it because I'm a season ticket holder and I go to every home game and I'm used to the cheerleaders being around me all the time. They know my name.
Yeah,
but Devon there, he doesn't know who they are and everything, and he's right in the mix.
Yeah, and just to kill another couple minutes here before we end, is I noticed you both have on the new black jerseys.
Yeah,
correct, sir. But you also have.
Oh, I missed the hat.
Yeah,
you did.
Oh, you got jerseys and hats last night.
Correct.
Where's my hat?
Well, if you behave yourself and you continue your excellent work, maybe the host of the show will get you a hat. You know, these hats ain't cheap.
If Ron Pisco was here, you know what he'd say, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he would. You would be like,
we love you, Ronnie.
"Hey, Hungry Howie's."
Well, no, of course, he'd give me shit about Hungry Howie's, and he'd give me guff about other things. But I mean specifically about these black hats and black jerseys.
Yes.
What do you think he would?
Well, I seriously think that this is a little too dark. You can't really see. You can't see the bolt.
Yeah.
Because this is the gray part of the hat. You have the black here, and you have the bolts on the side here. So I think they could improve it a little bit better.
I'll do too.
I think they could.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll line it
I
with
wonder if we put a black light up there, if the lightning part would be a little bit more noticeable. I wonder if the stitching in the lightning.
I'm not sure, but one thing that they did want to do is take the bolts away from the center when it was bolts going across here, and they put the lightning bolt itself here on here. And then, of course, I have number 88, Andre Vasilevsky, the greatest goaltender in hockey, period. He has Captain Stamkos.
Of course.
So it's a win-win. We got good deals here. We used my SDM card for huge discounts, and we got it done. So yeah, the next thing is obviously the jersey. Now it is not cheap, folks.
Jerseys are expensive.
Yeah.
It's like 180.
180 without the name.
Without the name, and then if you get the name, it's
Like
what 280.
Like
280. You add another $100, so $280. You're gonna get yourself a full jersey with a name and everything, and I think
$280.
Yeah.
Correct, sir.
that's
Of course, to Jeremy, that's
a lot.
that's too much.
well, it's not too much, but it's
Come on now, you're only paying $10 for a no frills pizza pie. How are you gonna spend $280 on a jersey?
I gotta turn on my microphone for this one. As a starving artist, every dollar counts. And
Every ramen noodle counts.
every ramen noodle.
Ramen, whatever the hell it is. See, I don't eat any of
Ramen
those.
is the name of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, you mean that no frills
Mascot.
team that play in Tropicana Garbage Field?
Hey, Devon, do me a favor. Reach right around the corner. You see that gold glove? Pull that around for me.
Oh, gee, here we go.
See it? Let's show that.
Oh, jeez.
Just because we're killing time. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is the Evan Longoria signature gold glove.
You mean
trophy.
the guy that
Was
they
traded.
couldn't pay?
Yeah,
So
they couldn't.
So they traded him away
Yes.
because they didn't want to increase their little payroll to.
You can rib me as much as you want
I
about
know
the
I
Rays
can. That's
per our
beautiful.
contract.
I
And I can't argue about it. But I can still show you my beautiful.
However, I will say this, Mr. Davis, even though I know we're probably over the 6 o'clock time, I purchased tickets to the Tampa Bay Rays game next month on the 30th.
Look at his
Blake
face.
Snell bobblehead day.
Amazing.
I purchased the tickets. I have a friend coming from Rhode Island who's not really a Rays fan, and I can't blame him. He's not a Rays fan, but he wants a Blake Snell bobblehead doll, and he lives in Providence, and he's coming down next month to go to the game with me on Blake Snell bobblehead doll day. Blake Snell will be a Yankee.
Eventually.
Eventually, he will be a
But
Yankee.
for
When
right
the
now,
Rays
he
say
is
they
a
can't,
member of the
they don't have
Tampa
the
Bay
money.
Rays.
They don't have the money to pay their players.
Well, it's been another fabulous show. We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from Dreamy Jives Studios, located in Casa ThunderStrikers in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. Send them away, kids.
Good night, everybody. Tune in Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, have a good night.
How do you guys feel about that one?
First show, great show.
Well, first show here. We're professionals. We're professionals over here, right?
True, yes.